Ta-da! YouTube should be up. Somebody wants to check that for me.
YouTube up.
Thank you. Better late than never. Not that I like being late. Never like to be late. Oh, it's going to work. All right. I think the problem is this computer does not like opening up another, once you close TikTok, and for some reason it just, if I restarted the computer, now it loads this time. So maybe I just have to make sure I'm doing a clean boot every time. Might be going somewhere this time. Amazing. Mr. TikTok troll shows up. You better keep it zipped.
Preservation of capital is more important than making money. And you want to lock in your trades, and you also want to protect your downsides at the same time.
Well, good afternoon. Why isn't my background showing up? Come on. It ain't one thing, it's another. Yeah, we'll fix that too while we're at it. There we go. Ah, we got a background. All right. Well, TikTok's still not running yet. That connection failed. We'll try it one more time here. Anyway, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of AmericanDreamTrading.com's live futures education and trading program. I'm your host here today, Mark McSee. Sorry for the late start. I always had trouble with one piece of software who will go unnamed. I'm sure you've heard me say it before. You can figure it out. Glad you could be here with us today. Hopefully, like me and all thousands of other members of American Dream Trading, you had a account-changing day today. The market was kind of rough to start with, but boy, did it start shoveling the gold. It was shoveling money by wheelbarrows full. Amazing how many of our members had account-changing day. Even some of our newer members had some account changing today. All right. So glad you could be with us. I am Mark McSee. I'm one of the moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com, which was created by, owned by, incorporated by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach. And we call him Coach because that's what he is to us. He educates us in everything investing, such as stock options, crypto, futures, day trading, swing trading, long-term investing, income investing, covered calls, cash secure puts, on and on and on. If it can be invested in, then Coach educates us. I see TikTok's finally came to life over here. Thank you very much, TikTok. Software kicked on. I just need to go over here and do a little switchy thingaroo here. Get rid of that. And hang on. There we go. Oh, I didn't start the other doodad that I got to start. Here we go. There we go. Now we should have me and my ugly mug over there. There we are. Good to go. Good to see everybody here. Good to see user 1570555740083. Glad you could be here. Tony and Scott and Zeke and me 100% and Jackson and Ryan and Murray. Oh, why does that feel like romper room when I say those things? That many orders. Romper room? What's romper room? Now, if you don't have gray hair, you won't know what romper room is. I can remember specifically when she called out my name that one day. I was so excited. So anyway, check that out. Google it. You'll see. She holds up her little magnifying glass and looks through there. I see Johnny and Jimmy, Susie and Mary. No, I haven't lost my mind. I was talking about one of my childhood TV shows. I have lost my mind, but that's beside the point. So, anyhow, what is this popping up here? Why did that pop up? I don't know why. I don't need that up there. All right. So we got the Tiki Talks running. See the live feed there. Thank you for that. TikTok is good to go. I got my screens up here. I do want to bring up over here. I do want to bring up NQ and get this up and running. Yeah, thank you for those likes and shares and gifts. If you'd be so kind to do that. Make sure you're liking, subscribing, sharing this feed out on your own social media so others can benefit from the knowledge you're gaining here today. Absolutely free. Who doesn't like free? I like free. Do you like free? Do you like free? I like free. There we go. All right. What's at Bandcamp? All right. Let's see. Crazy 850, good to see you up there on TikTok. You're the only one commenting so far there, Crazy. What's up with that? Hey, if you're over there on TikTok, how about at least say hello when you enter the room? There's Cole Bader. Good to see you. Good. And we got a full house over there over on the YouTubes. If you haven't been to our YouTube channel, it is American Dream Trading. Where if you head on over there and click subscribe, there's over 2,000 free videos, training videos, that you can watch on your own for absolutely, positively the low, low price of free. Check it out. Anyhow, good to see you here. Yes, I look, my lighting is a little off today. I got me got a little fancy green screen behind me. It does need some tweaking. And I have to move my lighting around because now I have a different setup. But I didn't get to all that. We'll get to that later. Package came today, so I'll play with it. I got tired of that when I moved my head around, how all this fake AI background makes your head go, boy, look at it. I'm more handsome, too, with this green screen. Look at that. I'm a handsome dude on this feed, ain't I? Go ahead, you can say it out loud. It's just stating a fact. So, all right. So we're glad you all could be here today. Good afternoon, there, Nanya and Yaya. Good to see you. Thanks for sharing the videos over there, Boomer. Thank you, Nanya. He's a boomer too. Anyway, 20 minutes later, I want my money back. Yeah, checks in the mail there. Live in Maryland. Had trouble with one of the live studio software. So I think I figured out a key to making that work right the first time. I will test that tomorrow. So anyhow, glad you all could be here. Again, my name is Mark McSee, one of the moderators here at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Okay, guess what our website is at? Can you guess what the address is? AmericanDreamTrading.com. Check it out. Grab our free Discord over there. I see James is over there, and we'll try to get some live clickable links over there in our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading, so that you can click for direct access to our website, unless you want to type in AmericanDreamTrading.com, where you can learn more about any special promotions we have on our memberships. And I can see right now the S&P 500 is burning. Let's go take a look at that. Maybe we can just slap a trade in here. Where's the S? It'd be the same thing as, well, I like trading NQ. I just like my NQ, that's all. Let me get this out of my road. A little late to the game here. Can I Can I trade that? Yeah, I can. I need to get my L2 over here where I can see it though. And click on this so that it's right figures. There ain't much there to show it's going to pull down. One of the problems I have here, it's back down to my 150 gold level. So I'm not going to do anything until I see what this does. If this breaks and holds below my gold level, I'll do like I did earlier today, jump in, write it down. As you can see, after this big drop today, it was huge. Count changing day. Look at that drop earlier today. All that. That's a lot of money right there. And I was in that trade the whole way down. Now, I didn't write it the whole way down. I was in and out, unfortunately. And we did the math on that, how much that all added up to and how much I lost by jumping in and out, scalping. If I'd have just stayed in to trade, trusted my indicators, it was a substantial amount. I can assure you that if I just let it ride. But I didn't. It's okay. I still did well today. So, more than I needed for today. Let's put it that way. Or tomorrow or the next day. Might well say. Now, see, right there, come down. What did it do? It hit my gold level right there, right? Look at that. Is this not does historical levels matter, charting them? Look at that. Just amazing. Didn't quite touch it, but close enough for hand grenades, right? Come down there, bounce back up. I could probably play the bounce off the 200, but it's pretty tight there with the 9. I was doing this earlier. Matter of fact, this exact same scenario, if I recall. Oh, look at that. Came down. I think there was another one, too, over here. Yeah. Anyway, come down and bounced up, hit the 9, come back down, bounced up, hit the 9, blah, 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 right? And making money on them things, right? Bounce off the bottom, come up, hit the 9, and then break and hold it, whatever. So I can make money off of these to the downside, right? I can do a real quick, short scalp to the downside here if I so desire, which I just did because I clicked the button. So what I want to do is when this pulls back here about 50% or toward the 9, I'm going to get out of this trade. If it happens to break above the 200, well, then so be it. I'll see what happens. I'm going to see this reject is what I want to see. Back down to the downside. And we'll see if this happens or not. Come on, pull back down there. This is a big fake out. What? You're going to go the other way instead? Yeah, there's a big order of the upside at 196. It's going to act as a magnet, which is just below my stop. That's not good for me based on what the L2 is showing me. But anybody can come in here and start dumping orders to the downside. So we'll see. I'm going to sit in here and wait. All right, I'm in the money. I'm up 1,600. Come on, get down to the 9. Take my profit there at 2,200. I don't know how why did I end up with 1,400? I don't know. Maybe it was negative to start with. I don't know if I reset this thing earlier. Doesn't matter. There's $1,400 it says. Now, I will let you know, this is not real money. This is paper trading money, even though you can't see it because I'm sitting in front of the tab on my screen. This is my paper trading account. It's not real money. I will not trade my real money while I'm talking to you fine folks because I'm about to wreck my account. All right. Anyhow, let's see here. We're going to go to the downside again. We got a 179 down there. It looks like it wants to go to the downside here a little bit more. I'll put a stop up here just a hair above the 21. And we'll see what this wants to do. Keep my finger on the button. There are orders to the downside, 179. Oh, wait, that's the 170. I was thinking 179 down here. It's not. That's all right. There's 500, there's 800, 700. We'll see what happens here. Oh, we got 175s coming up down at the bottom of the L2. Like to see some 174s down there. I really want to draw this down, but it's probably just going to go to this regression channel. So what I'm going to do as soon as it gets one here, I'm going to take this and before it bounces, $1,800. That said that I just took. Now up 3,140 and 80 cents into trades. What's it doing here? Oh, look, it bounced right there, right? Now, I could have made money on that, but I didn't want that trade because there's only that little bit of difference. So this could just bebop around, right? Or like smacking a little rubber ball in a tight space, right? Could just bounce around until it makes it definitive to the downside. These are on 20 contracts, by the way, that I'm trading. There's some 168s orders. There's 166s. Let's see here. I'm doing pure L2. I'm reading my L2 to see if I want to enter this. Get a quick scalp. Nope, it's bebopping around. 168s. They're fighting. I'm going to wait a little bit here So I see, there we go. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see some orders come in there at a lower. I'm going to go up here above this. I'm up 400 right there. Let's see if this wants to still pull down to the 163s. And there it goes. Bang, 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 bang. Thank you, ma'am. There's $1,700. Pow! That's how you do it. Now up, bang, bang, $3,820 in how many trades? 3? Oh, I'm the world's greatest trader.
I cannot see your chart in Zoom.
Oh, well, that ain't good. Let me click that share button. That might help, huh? You think? All right. Thank you for bringing that up there, Matt. All right. I am trading NQ. There we go. How's that? Now we should be able to see what's going on. There we go. Trading NQ chart. There we go. So, thank you, paid member, number 432.
Diamond member 2.
The diamond. The creme de la creme. All right. Thank you, Angel, for that follow. And also, who else we got up here? User 222-725-309-92708. Thanks for the follow. You didn't think I would say. What 30 things can I guarantee? I can only guarantee you one thing, right? I can guarantee you your failure if you don't follow Coach's rules. 100% guaranteed on that. That's the only thing we can guarantee. Everything else is on you. There we go. Double your money back guarantee for what you paid to be here and watching this for live for free. How's that? All right, so now what do you got? We got a stalemate here. We're at that 150 level that it's eyeballing. This is a gold level that I've drawn on my chart. What's that mean, Mark? Well, it just means it's a very strong support level. Historically, if you look back on my charts, I don't, there's some here, but I drew this line a long time ago. There was a lot of times it kept hitting that line. So when it get an overabundance of levels that keeps hitting it over time, I'll take it to a gold level. It just means me pay attention. It's probably in this case, will be a extra strong level of support. Doesn't mean it can't go through it, but that it can. So, all right, what else we got here? I want to wait for the 160 to 150. That's 10 points. I can make some money off of that. If I can see enough, 150, nope, they're fighting over the price too much. I'm using a pure L2 decision making here, which you can't see, but I have on one of my other screens on my other system. I'm watching the order book, and I'm watching how the orders line up. And right now, all the orders are approximately the same amount, 3s and 4s and 5s. There's no giant wall or order there that wants to suck it down. There's one right there, 158. 158 is just below that. That's, nope, that fell apart already. So I'm going to stick away from that. I might go something else now. Let's go see what the Russell's doing. If that falls, it falls. That's all there is to it, right? Now, what I will do, this would be the smart thing to do, is come down here and make myself a little bit of an alert there. That if this gets down there, give me an alert, bang. That way, if it gets down there, it'll whatever, ding, dong, whatever. It'll do something. This one here ain't set up like my main system that I trade on. So let's go look at the Russell. What do we want to do with the Russell? Do I want to trade this yet? Nope. Why? Well, I got my indicators here I got to deal with. This breaks and holds above this. Yes, I will consider it. See this previous day high level right here? By the time this breaks and holds, we should be up in this mess. The thing that's scary here is it's right there's today's open. There's the previous day's high. Both there together, right? That's probably going to be a tough spot to get through, right? And as you can see, it stopped at those levels earlier right here, right? So I really kind of want to see that get up above that before I jump into that trade, right? So that would be, or this green, you can see it here, or maybe you can't. It says previous day high. So that'll be a modified level without me drawing a line on that level, as one of our members in our group would say. All right. Twerking for rent. Wow. That's an innovative way to pay for your rent. Is the L2 ask bid last? Yeah, it's ask and bid. I have a 10-line L2 chart. It's a level 2. There's an L1, which is a single line. L2 is 10 lines maximum into futures. Now, in stocks and stock options, you can get like up to 50 lines, but it's different with futures. It's a 10-line max. So it has the bid, which is the green, and then it has the ask, which is the red. So, and that's I can see walls there, and I can trade accordingly using my L2. It's just a tool, all it is. If I have a chart charted out effectively, I don't need the L2, right? I can trade off my levels. I just like to see when I make decisions like that, I want to jump in, is there orders there wanting to pull the price down? That's one thing you can't tell by staring at your chart. Is there actual orders that want to make it go down or make it go up, right? It's just a tool. So right now it wants to pull the NASDAQ down to 150s, 160s. Still got 10 points to go to get to my gold line. I'm half tempted to jump into this. Let me see here. It may stair step down. There's nothing dramatic there that wants to pull that down. So I'll stick with my original entry plan and wait to see if it breaks and holds. This is where my alert's at, by the way. I'm going to wait for this gold level down here just to see if it breaks and holds below that. Good. Okay, Twerkin says, I just started watching Coach's YouTube videos, so I'm trying to keep up. Well, let me know when your brain melts and starts to hurt, when you're overwhelmed with information. And it'll be all Greek to you. Greeks in trading, right? That's a trader's joke you may not get yet. All right. Anyhow, yeah, take it slow. I highly suggest you look at Coach's 2-minute EWO trading strategies. There's a section on our YouTube channel that has them sorted by topics. That's a great place to start. Whatever. I'm not currently employing that. I am scalping at the moment. Always somebody, where did I just see that? Simba, how long have I been trading? Everybody wants to know that, right? If I told you 28 and a half years, would that make you feel better? How about if I told you this is my 3rd year of day trading? Which one would make you feel more comfortable? Simba. Truth is, a little over 2.5 years day trading. Did I have some prior experience? Well, yeah, long-term investing, totally different. So basically, I've never traded it this way in my entire life until about a little over 2.5 years ago. And I've found great success in doing this on a daily basis. So, but I've been long-term investing in the past, but no day trading. None of this is what I'm doing now, right? Yep, I have done very well here at American Dream Trading just by listening to the sound of Coach's voice. All right, TT indicator. Okay, baby D, what's a TT indicator? Tell me what a TT indicator is. I don't know what that is. You'll have to tell me what TT stands for, or don't I want to know? I'll take the bait. What's a TT indicator? Hello? Baby D? Baby D? Trend trader. A trend trader. Well, I can see what the trend is. I don't need a special indicator for that. Trend's down. How do I know that? I can see the candles going down. I can see my 9 EMA going down. I actually have kind of a similar thing, I guess, if you want to say that. We have a regression channel here that shows that per the time frame. It's kind of hard to see right here now, but that green line slightly going down. It's not real strong. And then right there is the center of it. But I also have this cloud, which shows a 21 to 55. When they cross over to the downside, it turns red. This is just a visual. You don't have to have this. It's just a visual thing. Cloud, and when it's crossed the other way, then it's a green trade. In other words, up and down.
Attention.
Yeah, I mean, you can have there's 1,000 indicators out there, right? So, how long to double 1,000? Me personally, or you? There's no set. It's whatever success. Today, we had a member two times their account. So, I actually had, what did I say I had? 102% today. So, all right. Yeah, I mean, there's no, how long to double? Well, if you can grow your account, if 8% divided into 72 is how many years, right? You know, the rule of 72. If you can gain only that much on your account every year, well, we do 2, 3, 4, 8, 10% in here every single day, so it's all math. I made that much in my first trade today. So there's no magic formula for how long will it take me to double my money. This is not like a bank account, you know what I mean, Jeff? Where you go put money in, and the Rule 72 states that you take the interest rate divided by the number of years divided by the interest rate. That'll tell you how long it takes to double your money, right? That's different than day trading, where you can make that in 10 seconds, right? So no, I understand. Yeah, so don't get hung up on that, how long to double and all that stuff. You're here to learn how to trade first. You have to be trained to learn how to do this stuff properly. That's the problem. Most people come in here and think, oh, I seen this old dude on TikTok and YouTube, and he was clicking buttons, and he already made, what do I do? 3 trades, and of course, this is fake money, but I still trade it like it's real, right? I'm up $3,800 with just 3 quick trades, right? That guy, he makes it look easy. Well, it's easier for me now than it was 3 years ago. That I can tell you, right? Oh, here's my level I've been waiting on. All right, let's see what happens here. Is this going to break and hold here? Nope. It's going to do the same thing it did last time it came down to this 150. I'm going to see what happens here. And I also have the bottom of that regression channel, that red line there. And I'm seeing some lower numbers. Oh, this went away. I got suckered in this one. Thought I'd seen lower numbers on the L2, so I'm going to have to see if I see green, I'm getting out of this, unless they start throwing orders to the downside. There was some down there, made me want to click. As soon as I clicked my button, that order disappeared. Now I'm down 1,900. That's all right. We'll see. I'll see what happens here if them orders come back in. What did I get in at? 145, maybe? What is that amount? 145. So it's going to come back down to 145. There's 144s, 146s. I'll be patient here. First time I see green on this trade because I got suckered. What does that mean? There was a big order on L2 that showed it was going to pull down here, and here it comes. They put them back in now. Should be green on this trade now. There we go. There's $1,100. I'm just going to take it and get out of that trade because I didn't have the best entry. So when I make a mistake, the first time I see green, I get out. I ain't worried about how much more green I had. I made a poor decision on my entry based on what I thought I saw in the L2. As soon as I saw that and clicked the button, they pulled that order and it went against me. Now see, even though I could have rode that for a lot more money, the way I play it is if I screw up, make a bad decision, if I see green, then I got saved for my own self. So I'll cash out right away, not worry about where it goes. I can always re-enter in there. So there you go. There's what, 4 trades? Let me pull this up here so you can see it. 4 trades, $4,481.60 of fake money. Yep. Yes, I did. I just lost $1,800 and turned it into $1,100. Yep. You got to give it time to move sometimes. That happens. That's part of trading. It doesn't always just go straight up or straight down. It breathes. See these wicks? One of the things you need to know about, what's the ATR right now on NQ? Hang on here a minute, I'll tell you. It's 48 presently. So what does that mean? It's got an ATR, average true range of 48. That means this candle can move 48, what we call ticks. Each point is divided into sections that you get paid on, into divisions. There's 4 of them per point on there per dollar, if you want to look at it that way. And each one of those are worth $5, right? So their average right now is moving as 49. So 49 times 5 is what? $245 up and down, just in one candle in a minute, up and down, minimum. Now, that was 245, and I'm trading 20 contracts, so this one candle will move, on average right now, nearly $5,000 up and down. So you have to be able to accept that risk when you're trading the Qs, NQ, NASDAQ. It's more volatile. Yeah, again, this is not real money. This is my paper trading account, but this is how I demonstrate what we do, right? It's not to say, oh, look how much money I made. Oh, you made $4,400. No, it's fake, right? It's not real. But what I'm showing you is trying to show you, I'll show you things not to do, right? And this is what can happen. Is this for show? Yeah, it's not real money. I've already done trading for today, all right? I had a 6-figure day. So I did well today, and I'm done trading. When I do my lives here, I always use my paper trading account. I'm not going to risk my real money because I'm talking to you, reading your questions, answering other questions, thinking ahead what I'm going to do. I'm looking at 4 different monitors. I have 5 here, but I'm looking at 4 of them. You know, just make sure this live feed is going okay and all that, yada, yada. It's just a lot of distractions, right? You never want to trade distraction. You want to be laser focused whenever you trade. And here I go. I got a gamma candle with a 50% retracement. Usually happens. I got in it late, unfortunately, because I was talking. That's all right. I'll pull this back down here, see if I can see. That's what happened. When you get a large gamma candle, you guys see me do this every day, right? Generally expect a 50% retracement, right? What's that mean? It's going to pull back. Why? Because when people this rides this down, they'll say, wow, look at all that money you just made, and they'll sell it, right? And then the price will go back up, right, temporarily. In this case, I made a bad decision because I got in late. I didn't get any benefit of that from the bottom here to there because I was talking. So now this is pulling all the way back down. So now, what's this down here you're asking yourself, right? This is my stop. You never trade without a stop. This prevents me from losing more money than I'm willing to lose, right? It's a hard stop. When it hits that, it will sell and I will lose. It'll get me out of the trade. Bang, just like that, right? So I let that go down there so you could see how that worked. If this had continued on down, I could have, I don't know what that said, $5,000 or whatever it was. That stopped me from losing too much money, right? If that hadn't been there and this candle would have kept on going and going and going and going, hell, I could have lost 10 grand just like that, right? That's why you never trade without a stop, right? See, now I'm down $1,500. So it had to be over 5,000 on that stop. And that's why you never trade. You always want to protect your downside in any trade. I don't care what your little tick toddlers say on there, you never, ever, ever trade without a stop. Pre-programmed ahead of time that, yeah, more than that, Jeff. Almost double that. But anyway, never trade without a stop, okay? That protects your account. At all costs, you have to protect and preserve your trading account. Nothing else matters. What you lose today, you cannot trade tomorrow, right? That's just the way it goes, right? So you never trade with one. I'm using these turbo buttons. That's why it doesn't automatically put it in. But I can quickly slide up a stop there, right? Just like that. See how I did it?
They would have seen the massive drop we had this morning in the market.
Yep.
They did not have us top in. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, that was what, 300 ticks or something like that? It was huge.
That's exactly why we were taught to use stops.
Yep. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it's actually scared me. I was in a trade when it happened. Fortunately, I was in a trade to the downside, and that's what it did. Pulled huge, and it scared. I mean, it happened so fast. It wasn't like it went like this candle's doing. It slowly moved down. It went bam right now, right? In a matter of a second. What happened was the institutions dumped a bunch of orders, right? On purpose. They do that. Equalize out their trades and yada, 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 right? So there I just got stopped out. I don't know why I entered that. I wasn't paying attention. But anyway, that's why that's why I don't that's why I don't trade while I'm talking, right? Just for that very reason. Again, I can be lax. This is not real money, right? So now, so what happened here? Come down. I was going to start to say it was going to probably come down here and bounce off this line if it makes it. This is the bottom of that regression channel, okay? So, and what you did. And if it did, I was going to play it back up to the 9, and then hopefully it bounced off the 9, and I would exit. Well, it did do that, but I was talking, so I didn't get a chance to do that. So it doesn't matter. What else can I show you not to do? Well, never trade without a stop, right? Always respect your indicators, right? Always make sure you know where your double tops, double bottoms. Where's VWAP? Where's the 200 at? This is regression channel here, right? So always look back. See, here's that gold level I was talking about. It'll respect that. So if I would scroll back, I don't know, let me put on a 5-minute chart once. See how many times this hit here today? Bang, 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 right? That's just today. If I go back here further, who knows when it was back here before, but the historical levels matter. They will respect it. This one here broke through it, and that candle came up, and then it pulled back. See the wick there? I don't know if you can see it at home, but there's the wick. Bounced right off that level. Then it continued upwards. What else we got here? Let's see if there's more back this way. Yeah, right here you go. Here it is. Candles bouncing to the upside. Where did it stop at? Right on that gold level. So in this case, it was resistance. When it comes down, it's support. So in other words, when the candles are below you, below your line, it's like hitting your head on the ceiling. That's resistance. When it's coming down and hits it, that's your support, like your floor, right? And you'll hear people call them floors and stuff. Look how many times this bounced over here. So that's why I call that a gold level. It tended to hit that one a lot more based on my historical trades anyway. So I have that, and I draw them lines myself. We teach you how to do that also. You know, that's one thing that we don't do here at American Dream Trading. We're not a call-out group. We don't tell you when to buy something. We don't tell you when to sell something. You want to take advice from some old dude you just come across on the internet like me? Why would you want to do that and trust your hard-earned cash? Heck, I might call out something that's super risky. I wouldn't even trade myself, but I'll call it out, and then you go trade and get your account wrecked. Why would you do that, right? What happens if that person's not there tomorrow? How do you make money? He ain't there to yell at you to buy and sell, right? We don't do that. We're an education training company. We want to help you develop the skills necessary to make your own decisions on when to enter and exit trades, whether it's to be able to evaluate a trade in seconds, whether it's a good trade or not, right? Do I need to sit on my hands for a while or not, right? That type of thing. And we teach you how to trade stock options, crypto, and this one, like here, futures, which is my favorite. I know how to trade all of it because I've been educated by Coach, by listening to the sound of his voice. Paid memberships do have their privileges, let me tell you. We train and trade 12 hours a day, starting at 4 a.m. here at AmericanDreamTrading.com, clear through 4 p.m. So, and we have all of our members and at that level, VIP and up, have access to a live open mic 12 hours a day, starting at 4 a.m. Our premium members have access to the live Zoom. It's the same Zoom, but they can't get in until 8:45 a.m., right? That's our entry level membership. That starts at $125 a month. So, anywho, I didn't say you weren't allowed, James. Just want to get you, we just ask people to get a certain level of proficiency before you go jumping in. Trading's trading, right? Oh, look, the new screen effects. What new screen effects other than the poor lighting? Yeah. So,
Trying to be nice.
I know. Yeah. I tried to adjust my lighting, and I found out they were disconnected from our Wi-Fi, and I got to reset that too. I got to move things around anyway. So, anywho, yes, now I can make it look like I'm in Paris if I want. Ooh. Anyhow. All right, let me see here. What else we got? Anyway, Jeff, hopefully that answered some of your questions. But we want to train you and help you develop a skill that nobody can take away from you. Not even some random dude like me that you stumbled across here on the interwebs, on TikTok or YouTube, right? Everything hopefully that comes out of my mouth, I learned from Coach. 100%. I try to espouse everything that he's taught me and all the other tens of thousands of members here at AmericanDreamTrading.com so that others can learn from what I say, which is what Coach says, right? Teach others, right? And then they teach others who teaches others, on and on and on, so forth. So I still answer to Coach, but, So anyhow, lots to learn. It's not easy. 90 to 95% of all day traders fail in the first 1 to 2 years because they don't have the tools that they need to succeed. They're doing it by themselves. They have nobody to ask. They have nobody to train them. They don't have a community to back them up. Well, guess what? With AmericanDreamTrading.com, we got Coach, right? He has over 33 years in the market. I would think he knows what he talks about, what he's talking about. I can assure you he knows what he's talking about. I've hung out with him every day for the last 2.5 plus years myself. So, and by doing so and being here 12 hours a day, learning as much as I could each and every day, it's now turned into a very profitable thing. This is my full-time job. I started trading after 3 months. I don't know, I'll just say 3 months. It may have been less, but I decided this is what I wanted to do. No more 9 to 5 for me. See you later. Goodbye. And never looked back since. Was it easy? Nope. But It's been very rewarding. I also have freedom of time. That's even more that you cannot put a price on, is freedom of time. And guess what? If I don't want to come to work today, I don't have to call in sick or something, right? I don't have to ask permission for vacation. Hey, is there anybody off this week? I got permission? Yeah, heck with that. I can do whatever I want now. Well, I'm married, so I really can't do what I want. You know what I mean, right? If we want to go do something, we'll go do it. I don't have to take off work to do it or ask permission or fill out a 3-part form in triplicate on top of it, right? Okie dokie. What do we got going over there on the YouTubes? Yes, you can't put a price on time, right? There's only so much of it. You only got so many heartbeats, right? Hudson, at work. All right, good, Hudson. Correct. You can still wreck your account, though. Don't forget that part, Hudson. But yes, you get instant on futures trading. You have instant settlement of your account every trade. As soon as you exit a trade, you can retrade that money over and over and over and over again all day long, including your winnings too. If you have winnings, you can trade that instantly also. Instant settlement cash. So that is an advantage. It can be a disadvantage if you don't control your trading, right? You can overtrade and just start throwing money away just because you can, all right? Right, what other thing? Comments, questions, let's see. Darn cricket, what are you talking about? Mark's a very bright guy. Well, not today. I need some more lighting over here. So, I'm not as bright as I used to be, all right? Yeah, I was hoping to get that fired up. I was going to tear everything down and put it back. I'm like, heck with it. I don't need to see my ugly face that much anyway. So, all right. I'll have that hopefully tomorrow. Work on that tomorrow morning when I get up. Around whenever I get up. That's the other thing. Guess what? I haven't had to get up to an alarm clock in over 2.5 years. When I wake up, I get up and I get coffee on and do what I got to do and mosey on down here to the man cave in the basement, start trading, start making money. Sit here as long as I need to be. Sometimes I sat here longer than I needed to be. So I've pulled back. I'm trying to adjust that. I got into an over trading mode, all consuming, making money because it was coming easily to me because I'm getting better at what I do every day. And it's getting a little out of hand, so I'm pulled it back at a detriment to my own health. You can't sit in a chair for 12, 14 hours a day trading without it doing something in the long run down the road. You're going to pay a price eventually. And last Thursday was when I paid the price. And I still am. I'm still not 100% yet. But it'll be all right. Oh, every day. Better. So you got to watch. It's like anything else, everything in moderation, right? So easier said than done. When the market wants to keep giving you money, do you want to tell it no? Not really. Right? So, anywho, what other questions we got? Type them in there in your social media chat boxes, if you would. See what we got going on here. Oh, thank you for all those. Thank you for the follow. And Noe and user not found. Thank you, user not found 123458110. Very creative name you have there. Thank you, Justin, for the follow. Axion says, I'm just starting to learn some of this stuff. Where do you think I should start to build a foundation? I'm so glad you asked that question, Axion. How about going to AmericanDreamTrading.com? Right now, there's our website. You can look it over. Scroll down about halfway. Grab our free Discord. Okay? You can get in there once you verify your account. It'll let you in there, and you have instant access to the free portion of our Discord. All right? Membership has its privileges. So you'll be able to interact, though, with other members of American Dream Trading. You can ask questions, and there's some study materials and stuff in there. Absolutely all free to you. There's some discount channels and different things in there, but most importantly, you can ask questions and stuff in there also. And we will give you just the same amount of attention that we give all our HABE members. We'd be glad to have you stop on over and grab that, right? The thing we don't want you to do is be coming in here thinking you're going to be the world's greatest trader tomorrow. That's not how it works. People come and people go. That's how prop firms survive, because they have new people think, well, I can go over and use this fake money, and if I do well, they'll give me some of their real money, and I can trade their real money, and then they'll give me a piece of that eventually, right? Well, the problem is that's not free. You have to pay a monthly subscription to that, right? And if you break one of their rules, guess what? You got to start all over again, which requires another payment, correct? It costs absolutely nothing to join our Discord. It's totally free. It always has been free, always will be free. Now, we do have paid memberships. You can watch these lives 3 times a day. We have Coach from 9 to 11. I'm live from 2 to 4. And we have the aftermarket show at 5 p.m. over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. Okay. Also, over on our YouTube channel, if you'd be so kind enough to subscribe, we'd appreciate it. There's over 2,000 free, yes, I said free, training videos that you can watch at your convenience at any time. Totally free. We created those for you for absolutely free. And they're not just some cheap 2-second videos either. They're high quality, right? They teach you different principles, right? It's not, we don't sell a PDF book with 10 chapters in it. 10 chapters to successful trading. We don't do any of that crap. It's all a bunch of garbage, right? But we will, over time, teach you how to successfully become a trader, right? And learn to make your own decisions on when to enter a trade and exit a trade. So we do have paid memberships, and membership does have its privileges. Not going to apologize for that. Starting at $125 a month and on up, right? Obviously, we have annual plans. We do have our Diamond membership, which is our lifetime, all-included memberships, right? That are there. It's the creme de la creme. It's every membership we have. It's a one-time payment, never ever pay again. And I believe the special promo right now is, let me pull it up so I don't misquote it. Get to the right channel up here. Here we go. There we go. Where's it at? Diamond. It's $10,000 one-time payment, or you can do it in 2 installments. You know, $5,000 one month, $5,000. That's all of our memberships in one. That's the creme de la creme. That is like everything, right? So, and then we have a VIP Gold Complete, which is $600 a month if you want to do it monthly. You could actually buy a lifetime for 4 installments of $2,500 each. You can do Gold VIP. Let me get this here. I'm trying to scroll up so I get the right prices. We have our Gold or our VIP membership. You can do in 4 installments. Also, or 2 installments, sorry, of $2,500 each. And we have our premium membership, which I thought we did away with that. Give you a 2-day free pass. Do we still have that, Doug? Is that right? Must be.
Which one is that, Mark?
Premium 2-day pass.
The premium 2-day pass, I think, is still active.
Yeah, it is.
However, it is not.
Right, that's what it was. Okay, I knew there was something different. So we actually have a free 2-day pass. Okay, now you're going to have to register with a form of payment, right? Free is free as long as you cancel before the end of the 2nd day after joining, right? And if you don't cancel, if you like it, then your account will automatically be billed. You can come in and kick the tires 2 days. That will get you in our live Zoom call starting at 8:45 every morning, 8:45 to 4 o'clock. You could actually come in and sit there for absolutely free for 2 days and get all the benefits of a paid premium member. Okay? That sounds like a pretty good deal. Free. Who doesn't like free? Now, just remember, if you don't cancel by the end of the 2nd day, your account will automatically be billed on a monthly basis at $250 a month, right? Or $150 a month, sorry. $125 a month. That's it. That's it. Say enough numbers, one of them will be right. $125 a month. And we also have our futures memberships, which is $250 monthly, or you can also buy that. We have a lifetime available on that. Also, if you just the only thing you ever want to do is trade futures, and I'm one of the moderators, one of the 4 moderators that help run this department. That's $4,000 one-time payment of 4, or you can break it up in 2s. And futures VIP, and so on and so forth. All right. We also have the one-on-one moderator meeting for 1 hour. You can pay us $350, and you get a full hour with our teaching moderator, David, who will answer any question at all that you want. So we have something there for everybody's budget, right? That's how you get started. However, one thing we don't want you to do, we don't want you funding an account. Do not fund an account. We want you to learn first. Come in and listen. Listen to the sound of Coach's voice. Listen to the other members, moderators' voices, and other members. We have a very diverse group here that teach. And not only that, I learn from members, just a regular. I learn from paid members also, right? We all have something to bring to this community. Of course, Coach is our head trainer, right? And everything I know, that I learned from him, right? So, anywho, check it out, AmericanDreamTrading.com, over there on our YouTube channel, live chat. Doug is putting in the direct links. You can they're clickable links. We can't do that on TikTok, unfortunately. They don't allow clickable links, but our YouTube channel does. So we don't want you even funding a trading account. We want you to train. Listen to the sound of Coach's voice. Don't be in a hurry, right? Okay? Yes, it's anybody can learn to do this. Is it for everybody? No, it's not, right? You got to want to do it. It's like anything else in life. Anybody can learn to play guitar, but if you don't want to put the effort in, right, you'll never play the guitar. So check it out. You can, if you want, you can just do the 2-day thing. What's today? What is today? Tuesday. You know, if you signed up, you could be on Wednesday and Thursday, from 8:45 to 4 p.m. live in our Zoom call if you wanted to, and ask questions just like a paid member. We will respect you the same way, right? Can I get feedbacks on trades that I might take with a free? Yeah, yes you can. And if you listen, you'll be able to make those decisions on yourself. No, education in yourself is not inexpensive, right? Now, if you go look around, shop around, you'll see what you get for your money too, right? How expensive is a college education, right? And it doesn't even guarantee to make you money, right? So, but anyhow, you know, I did 6 figures today, easily, right? So everything's possible, right? You just got to come in with an open cup, listen. Again, you can listen to these lives free forever. We have members that listen for a year before they even join, right? Now, what you can learn is limited, right? Because we can't deep dive into things. And of course, we're talking about our memberships, which is what our goal is, right? To get new members, obviously. That's how our business keeps running. I'm not going to apologize for it. I know what the benefit of the membership is. I got 8 million reasons why I love being a member of American Dream Trading, right? And I have those 8 million reasons why I know ADT works and everything that Coach teaches us, right? So I can give you millions and millions of reasons why, right? All you got to do is come in and pay attention, take notes. Once things start maybe making sense to you, start asking questions, right? We don't want you trading with real money. We don't want you to. Well, yeah, that's not even unusual there, Jinx. What was I saying? Yeah, anyway, listen, proof's in the pudding. That's all I got to tell you, right? Come and join it. I think you'll love the community and the people. Everybody here generally wants to see everyone succeed. Will everyone succeed? Absolutely not. We have people come in here and don't listen to the coach's rules. Coach does have rules, right? You need to listen to. That's there meant to protect your account. We can't force you to listen to them rules anymore. We can't make you come in every day, right? Or when to click a button or not. We don't have any control over that. That's all on you, right? But that's what happens. People come in, they think they know better. Well, I know enough. I'm going to go ahead and start trading. Well, that's not how it works, right? That's the surest way to wreck your account. So patience is the key, right? Come in with an empty cup. Listen to everything he says. Everything that we try to teach you here at American Dream Trading. Build your skills up over time, whether it takes 30 days or 60 days or 6 months or 6 years, whatever it takes you. We all learn at a different level in different ways. So I would implore you, please do not start trading real money until you get educated and these things start making sense to you. Watching these free lives is not going to turn you into a professional trader. That much I can assure you, right? So anyway, yes, we have people here that make over $1 million in a day on a regular basis, and not exaggeration. Why don't we say that more of those things out loud? Because people don't believe them anyway. So why, I'm not going to defend how much I make or somebody else makes here, right? Yeah, we can say the numbers, but how do you know we're just not blowing smoke up your butt, right? So that's why we try not to say those kind of things that much, because people don't believe it anyway, right? Why do our members believe it? Because they see it. They see it happen. It happens to them. They see the P&Ls that are published within our paid members group, right? And you don't have to do that. I personally do it just to share with our futures group what I do on a daily basis, right? And it's not to brag, it's just to show, what's going on, right? In real time kind of thing. I don't have to. Do I do it every time? I'm pretty regular. I don't know that I do it all the time, but most of the time I think I do. Some members do, other members don't, right? And that's all up to everybody, right? Some members will say I made 8.5% on my total trading account today, right? That's a heck of a lot. When you hear the percentages of growth on a total trading account, you'll understand. When somebody says I made 8% or I made 10%, and this is in one day, right? You understand that, maybe though you don't know whether that means they made $10 or $10,000 or $10 million, that 8% is a big deal, right? Growing an account. So, and quite frankly, it's just not anybody else's business, and other people hold things tighter to the vest. So it doesn't matter to me. That's why I don't share them. I don't share it to free members. There's too many weirdos out there, right? I can come in here every day and tell you and show you a screenshot of my trades and what my P&L was, but I'm not going to. Number one, nobody's business but mine, right? And you wouldn't believe it anyway. Even if I actually showed you the actual printout and I actually showed you my brokerage statement, you still wouldn't believe it. People would say it's fabricated. How do I know that? Because I've seen other people online that have done that, and I've seen the trolls come on and are like, yeah, it's all photoshopped, da. You know what I mean? So that's why you don't hear it from me too much. I used to, but I've really stopped doing that because I've gotten to the point now where it's not believable anyway. Matter of fact, it's hard for me to believe myself, but let alone somebody that I don't know, right? So, yeah, 2% on a 900,000 account, that's 18 grand, right? Yeah, easily, right? Today, what I traded, my trading account that I traded today, I made that total amount plus an extra 3,000 above that. So I had 1.02% or whatever it was, whatever that works out to. Let's just say 100%. So basically, I doubled my money, more than doubled it, but just say I doubled my money. I started out with 100, I ended up with 200, unfortunately, but there was different numbers besides that. But essentially, that's what I did today. Took 100, turned it into 200. So more than that, but that's why we don't do that. We just don't talk about those things publicly, because it's just because people poo-poo it. Now, Coach talks about it, but he don't tell you who or what or where, right? Yeah, the Open Doors earnings is today after the closing bell, I believe, was it not? I think. It's kind of a meme stock right now, but they took off on their IPO and have done a fantastic job. This will be their IPO. Not really going to have a whole lot, but that'll determine whether it goes up and down. I see the difference, Mark. You went from grumpy boomer to grumpy boomer with a smile. You should know. All right. So, yes, Coach has made, last count, 14 millionaires in our group in the last 3 years. We just celebrated our 3rd year anniversary. If you didn't see that last Friday, August 1st was our 3rd year anniversary of being live every day here at American Dream Trading. I joined about 4 months after he started it. So been along for the ride. It's been very interesting, to say the least, in not only my growth, but the growth of AmericanDreamTrading.com. So, anyway. What else? What other questions you got? Man, Dave, you're just everywhere today. Let's see. It's amazing. For the price of a Starbucks, you can log in, be on a live Zoom call every day with millionaires that end up chatting about some of their favorite wealth building techniques. Priceless. Yeah. Well, it's everything Coach teaches us, right, Oracle? So, you'll be there before you know it, right? We have many millionaires in the making. They just don't know they're going to get there. I can see it happening. I can see that they're starting to develop those skills now, even though they may not recognize it, right? Just comparing it to a journey. Here we got one member just said she is at 285% on her total account today, and she's not done. Wow, fantastic job. Fantastic job. I don't know if that sound played or not, but anyway, good job. Ding, 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 ding. Good job, good job. Dave, what did Dave do today? Did you check on Dave today, Dave? Check Dave out, Dave. Let me know how Dave did today, Dave. Did Dave go up or did Dave go down today, Dave? Will you check on Dave for me? Not Dave, the person, Dave, the stock. You know what I mean? That guy. Dave, D-A-V-E. All right. There's another member just shared his earnings in our live Zoom chat, which you don't have availability to. I won't say the name, but that person has $1,498.72 profit today. Outstanding work there, sir. Outstanding work. I don't know why every time I open this one of these, this thing just sucks the life out of it. Anyway, let me do it this way. Let's see what, look at Dave this way. Dave's on the NASDAQ. Man, Dave's choppy today. Dave don't have much volume there, Dave. Dave, have you looked at Dave? Dave's kind of a little sketch there, ain't it? Going into its earnings. It went up 5 to 8% overnight, or since yesterday. I'm not endorsing this stock. It was just the only reason we're looking at it is because one of our members' name is Dave, and we've seen this stock that's Dave. And I included it in the newsletter because it's having its earnings today, is it? Down 2%. That's okay. Why? It's pre-earnings, right? People are sketchy. They're getting all nervous, right? That's all. It'll be okay, Dave. Don't worry about Dave, the stock. Just worry about Dave, the person. You're better off that way, all right? Anyhow, so what do we got going on over here now? Let's go back to the NASDAQ. Do I want to trade the NASDAQ anymore? Let's see. What are we doing here? Make a quick decision here for you. Did it break and hold above my 150 level? Yes, it did. Now it's outside the regression channel, which I like that. The problem is going back up is now I got to fight all this stuff that I just fought to get up there. Can I make a quick scalp to the upside? Well, let's do a quick scalp to the upside. There's my stop loss. I'll set it down here, right down here below my gold level. And I'm going to do some quick scalps on here. In Q, I got some there up at the 167 mark. Orders it wants to pull, which would be basically up to, ooh, that ain't that far. That's only a tick or two away. All right. I guess I should spread these out a little bit. All right, there's $300. Oh, now I'm down 300. Now I'm down 300. Now I'm down 5. Now I'm down 6, down 7. Oh, down 1,300. Oh, no, this ain't looking good for Mark. 1,500. Down to 1,500. Oh, now I'm only down 11. Now I'm only down 8. Now I'm down 3. Now I'm down 5. Why is that? Because, let me tell you why this is doing this. This is why I would not enter this trade in real life, right? See all these here, these little, where these topped out? There's not, I don't have a line there, but I saw that line is there, right? Just visually, I could see these here, got a little mini double top, and I got the same thing up here. So I don't really have that much room. Well, there's $500, there's $700, there's 9. I'll just go ahead and take that $700 profit just like that. Bang, 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 just that fast, right? Now you got to be able to stomach some of them movements, right? That's the tough thing about trading. There you go. All right. ADT Coaches Fan Club has completed the first stage of the club quest and has unlocked one gift. All fans can now send it to celebrate. Okay, whatever that means. You TikTok veterans, if you know what that means, you see that little thing, comment there in the live TikTok feed. You can take advantage of it. See what that does. You can send that gift. How's that? There we go. Is anybody awake over there on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading? If you are, would you type in a number 6, please? Number 6, not a 1, not a 2, not a 3, not even a 4 or a 5, a number 6 over there on YouTube. Send it now. Let me see that you're there. Come on. James, I said 6. I didn't say type Orklo is. I said type of 6. There you go, James. I knew you could do it. So proud of you, buddy. Is James the only one can do it? To find the number 6 on his keyboard? All right. No number 9s on TikTok. No, not at all. 6. All right, there's Twerkin. He's still here. James is still here. Doug's still here. Orklo's still here. Who else is over there on the YouTubes? How about you guys over there on the TikToks? How about type in a number 8 if you're still here? All right. Oh, what do we got here? Ginormous pullback. It'll probably go 50% retracement to the upside. That would be up there about right to here. If this comes up to here, I will sell it at that point and exit my trade with a profit. Well, I'll explain why I jumped into this trade, what looks like I did blindly. I can assure you it's not. I'm playing a 50% retracement. Roll bang, $1,700. Took that money, got out of Dodge before it even got there. All right. Now we got a bunch of rebels over there typing in 3s. Oh, come on, Mateo. All right. So I gave up some money there. Mark, you got out too soon. Well, no, not really. What I did, there's that big gamma candle. I went and played that for that money, right? It does the 50% retracement a lot of times when you get one large candle. Why? Because I explained earlier, people are taking a profits. And you just saw me bank $1,700 of fake money. Aren't you proud of me? Fake money. All right. So, all right. Thank you very much. I'm reading a comment here. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. Took care of that. So, how many of you headed over and grabbed our free Discord today over at AmericanDreamTrading.com? Free Discord. It was free, always will be free, will forever be free. No charge. Now, will I enter NQ to the upside? Well, things are getting a little tough again. I am right back here. All right, at these little lines. Remember I told you this imaginary line? I could draw one here, you know. I come right here and pop a line. I'll do that just so for you playing at home, there's a level there. Watch that. See, I want to see it get above this. Let me tweak that a little bit right there. I want to see this break and hold, but the problem is I have another double top right above it. This is kind of a tight spot here. Now, if it can get above this line and go, that would be interesting. All right. I'm still new, Twerkin says. Still too new to know what to ask, I'm being honest. Yep. You don't know what you don't know yet, right? There's nothing wrong with that. There's so much to know, you don't know what it is you don't know. So, yeah, show up every day for free. There's no rush, right? Hang on. Show up for live. Coach is live tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Tune in, right? Gather what you can. You'll hear things. Again, you can't really teach, you know, per se. You're just kind of watching and listening by example, like you're doing here, right? I explained what a 50% retracement is, didn't I? I've done how many of them already? 2, 3 of those type of trades. Plus you see me scalping to the downside and the upside. I said I didn't really want to jump in there right here. Can I make money between here and there? Yeah. I can jump in there and make a few bucks. It's 30 ticks. 30 times 5 is what, 150? Times 20, 150 times 10 is what? 1,500 times 2 is 3,000. I could make $3,000 on 20 contracts just in that little time frame if I got in down here. So I jumped in there just to show you. Now, I fully expect this to reject when it gets up here. So you can see I'm in the money right now, but when this comes up here, it's going to probably going to kick back here any second. But if it don't, okay. Will I take the $400 profit? Yeah, I can do that. But I just want to show you by jumping in too late how it could potentially cost you money. Again, this is fake money. Oh, there it is. Now watch this. I took profit. It was 1,000. Look at that pull back. Doesn't mean it won't go back up through it, but see that? If I'd have gotten that trade and not been paying attention, I could have lost money there, right? So here's our test. This is a break of that level. I want to wait on, here's another principle, pay attention, break and hold above this level before I enter it to the upside, okay? If I'm going to do that, I want to see a break and hold. Now, what do I mean by break and hold? Pay attention. Here's a free lesson for you. It's basically Here's your candle breaking a level with the next candle sitting on the shoulder of the previous one. Here's one sitting on the shoulder of the previous one. This one's sitting on the shoulder of the previous, right? Everywhere you see these, see how strong of a trade that is? The candles that are side by side is a weak trade, right? So I want to see a candle break this line with another one on the shoulder of it. And this is what I mean. Right here by the shoulder of the on. And what does that signify? That means the price ended right here, and the price that it ended at started on the new candle, right? They don't always do that. These two here are side by side, right? So right now, sign of weakness. If I'd have jumped into this trade while it was up there, thinking it was going to break through, I'd have lost money, right? But I didn't, because I didn't get my confirmation candle, my break and hold. So I want to see a candle up above here with enough oomph in it to give me confidence that I think it's going to continue onward, right? So it didn't do that. I didn't enter the trade. Doesn't mean it can't still do it. It just failed that time. There you go. Another free one. I'm King Sky. Thank you for following the host. Hey, TL Kittle. Good to have you back. How's it going? Thank you, Austin and Luna and Jay Pitty Diddy for following the host. That would be me, wouldn't it? All right. Gus and Isabella and Luna liked it. Frank liked it. Zeke Christ liked it. Joined. Thank you. Thanks for being here today. So I'm waiting on this to break and hold above this level. This is what we do all day. You know, Doug, I see your last post you put on here. Yeah, I won't say publicly what you know I'm thinking. Here, one with the moon on it, the half circle. All right. J-Dog's in the house. In Zoom, just pop.
I'm not afraid of it.
I don't care what your win ratio is.
I don't care.
That's the first thing that popped in my head when I see that. Anyway. So,
That means squadoosh.
nope. Straight Razor's back in. What's up? Been ranching today, T to Criddle. There you go. Good for you. See, you got freedom of time, right? Because you're a day trader. All right. What's my win percentage? I couldn't tell you. If I said 82.78%, would you believe me? Does that make me more credible? What if I said 33 1/3%? Does that make me less credible? No. Yes, you want to know that you're winning more than you're losing, but in the end, did I have a green day or did I have a red day? That's how I measure myself, okay? Win percentages mean nothing. I can win on 80% of my trades, but the 20% that I don't, I could lose more than what I made on the 80, right? That's how statistics, you'll hear these guys, I got an 80% win rate. I made $20,000 on my 80% win rate. What they don't tell you is on that 20% losing rate, they lost 30,000, right? So win rates don't mean nothing. You want to track your progress. I'm not diminishing that importance of doing that, but don't be taken in by people's win rates. It means absolutely nothing. It really doesn't. If you're green every day consistently, you're having more greens and reds trades, doing the same things. You have proven results day in, day out, and you can repeat what you're doing. That's what makes you successful, right? None. I have a 97% win rate. I'm up $3. Well, yeah, I mean, that's how, yeah, I know. It's okay. I'm not picking on you. I'm King Sky. It's just we get that question all the time because people apparently are attracted to somebody bragging about, well, I know they are because TikTok's full of kids standing next to Lambos. Look at me, follow my proven trading strategies, even though I'm 12 years old, and you too can be driving a Lambo just like me, and in the next 8 hours, join my $12.95 Discord for more information, right? Apparently it works because there's enough of them that do it. I don't know. It's crazy to me, right? Any more than you should listen to some old senile white guy like me, old guy on here, right? I'm just a person on the internet, right? Hopefully you'll learn something while you're here. You'll see that we're not yanking your chain, right? We're not trying to push something down your throat. You can watch free forever. Our intent with these frees is to give you a taste, but you are only seeing the tip of the iceberg here. We can't go into a 2-hour discussion on one person's question, right? What 3 stocks would you enter as a 20-year-old if I already have money in my ETF? Well, I can't answer that question. I cannot give you because I'm not a licensed investment advisor, so I cannot give you financial investment or tax advice. I know which ones I own for long term. You know, you hear the big names, you have to do your own research. I could very easily give you 3, but I won't, because next thing you'll say was that old dude Mark on TikTok said I should buy these 3, when I no way would ever do that. So you need to make your own decisions, and we can help you with that too, right? Which ones do I own? I'm not telling you that either. Let's just say if I said them, you would know what they are. Maybe one you wouldn't, but I guarantee you the other, that 95% of the ones, if I told you what they were, you would instantly know what they are. They're some of the big names. I'm very tech heavy in my long-term individual stock holdings, right? I don't own that. I don't hold that much like I used to, right? I'm a day trader by nature. I don't hold anything overnight even. I did do a swing trade last night, so I guess I just made a liar out of myself. But as a general rule, all in, I'm a day trader. I'm in here to grab the momentum while it's here, take my profit, get out, take her home, dump her off the porch, give her a kiss on the cheek, and say goodbye. See you tomorrow, right? I don't hold anything overnight in that regards, but I do have some long-term holdings, yes. So, Brandon says, I've won 14 out of 18 and only up $400. Yeah, right. So, again, those numbers really don't mean a whole lot. You just want to be consistently, right? So don't be taken in by somebody's win ratios or claiming they have this brand new, never heard of before indicator or this bot they designed that's guaranteed to give you 80% returns on your money, right? I can tell you right now, there's no bot out there that can do the trading for you. They're all scams. They really are. They're there to take your money. The only ones getting rich on them bots is the guy selling them. Yes, Dave, I did make money once while I was sleeping. Like I said, I don't hold things overnight. I've been experimenting with doing some swing trading, trying to get more comfortable with that. I used to think it would drive me nuts and wouldn't be able to sleep by having an open order running all night long, but I got to thinking, well, you know, it ain't no different than owning stock, right? I own stocks, so what does it matter, right? It could go up and down too, right? So I did swing trade on copper. I made about $3,000 off that before. I was like $2,800 after the fees, but so basically I sold out it when I had $3,000 profit. Took my ball, went home. Pretty good money for while I was sleeping. Bought the trade probably half hour before I went to bed and got up. It was down here at 4 a.m. this morning, and it was up there on my screen. I'm like, look at that, I'm making money. I went, click, sold it, got out. Right after I did too. I mean, it wasn't literally. Probably 2 minutes after I got out of a green candle, it started going the other way because I was shorting it. And it bounced up. I would have given back a bunch of profit. So perfect timing in my case. All right, what else we got question-wise? What do we got going over there? Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah. Please don't fund an account and start trading. Just please don't do it. It's a guaranteed failure. And if you decide you want to do that, then don't say I didn't tell you so. Okay? All right. What else? I'm sitting here watching paint dry on NQ. What's the Russell doing? Anything? Yeah, Russell's having nice ups and downs. I love it. I love a chart like this. Goes up and down, up, and it's like a roller coaster. Those are so fun to play. You can ride it up and then get it and ride it all the way down until time you want to get out and then ride it back up again. Very nice. What's the Dow doing? Dow's not too bad. Wait, look at them swing. When time did that happen? 1 o'clock. Where was I at when this happened? Was I here around when that happened? Did I walk away? I don't recall this. I don't know. I'm loopy now this time of the day anyway. What's the difference between traders at BlackRock or Citadel or any of them other ones and me? I'm old, I'm not a paid professional, and I'm not trading billions of dollars every 5 seconds. They may have Harvard degrees. I don't have Harvard degrees. Does that mean that I'm less effective than them? No. I'm a day trader. They're not really day traders. Those places like BlackRock and all them institutions, they're not day traders. They're diversified. If you go look at what they own, especially BlackRock Is there anything that BlackRock doesn't own? I think it's been said BlackRock owns more things than anybody else in the world. So they're very diversified. So they're not just trading NQ. There's nobody sitting there at their computer doing what we do, like a day trader, right? They make pre-programmed buys and sells in blocks, right? They'll say whenever the Dow hits $44,283, tell the computer to buy 4.3268 million shares. And that's what it does. When the logarithm that they programmed into the computer, when it sees that, bang, it instantly buys up shares. Now, doesn't mean it's going to buy them all at once. They may say buy 4 million shares at 100,000 at a time. That way it doesn't upset the market, right? You get too many buyers all at one time, it's not going to, they know how many shares they can buy of anything. If they start dumping shares and wanting to buy shares in there, well, the market's going to cause the price to go up and everybody else is going to jump in. It's going to cost them more money. So they slowly drip them in. But that's what they do. They get paid, they're analysts, right? They get paid to analyze what's good stocks. Here's BlackRock's criteria, right? Just like if you worked at Ford, you would build a Ford to Ford specification. If you worked at Chevy, you would build a Chevy to Chevy's specification. They're both cars. They both got 4 wheels, a horn, and headlights, and a roof, and windows, and all that in it, right? Seats. But BlackRock, their people are trained to look for whatever it is they look for, right? In all the sectors. And they're dealing with billions of dollars. That's who we are competing with every time we click the buy button. I'm a day trader, right? What I am doing is capitalizing on the price movement of everybody else, of the big institutional buyers as they buy and sell things. That's how we make money, right? Somebody has to sell for me to be able to buy. Somebody has to buy for me to sell, right? This is just not magic click and buy, click and then. If I click Dow Jones right now and nobody wants to buy at that price, guess what? My order's not going to get executed. I'm stuck holding them. Now, fortunately for me, there's billions of people out here trading this every day, right? It's not an issue. Isaac, what application is this? This is TradingView. It's a charting software, and you can also link your brokerage account to it. Now, you can't link like Fidelity or Vanguard or any of the big boys to it, but I have with Weebles, who I use as a broker. First shot of the day. But you can hook up. Go to tradingview.com. This has nothing to do with American Dream Trading. A high end amount of our traders do use this because now we can trade through there. I can go over here and click the buy button right now, execute an order. I can even set my stop limit. Now there's other buttons here that would do it instantly. So now I'm in this trade, right? And with one button, I can click and get out. Bang. It's that fast, right? So it's a charting software first, and I love it. It's probably it is, I believe, the #1 most used independent charting software in the world, if I'm not mistaken. I believe I read that somewhere. It's beautiful. It does a lot of things. I love it. So, but I have a Webull account, and I have that. Do I have advice on new day traders? Yes. Train more, trade less. Train first. Get an education first. Do not be coming into markets with a bunch of money. Well, I just seen that Mark dude. He just made $8,000 in 4 trades. He made it look easy. Well, does the concert violinist make it look easy when they're playing the violin in front of an audience? They make it look easy. Have you ever picked up a violin and strummed and took the bow and took it across the strings? It ain't easy. It's a skill, right? You have to learn to do it. My wife's a very good violin player. I can't play the violin. When I play the violin, it sounds like a bunch of cats fighting. So, why? Because I haven't put the effort in learning to do it. I guarantee you I can learn to do it in a short time. Because I'm a musician and I play, I don't know, a dozen instruments or more. So, I can play. I just never put the effort into playing the violin. More so in making my skills better playing the piano, right? Why? Because my wife keeps teaching me and I keep getting in an argument with her. I won't listen. I'm stubborn that way. Anyway. No, you can't hardly believe I'm stubborn, huh? You would think at my stage in life I would have nothing better to do but then to go learn how to do that stuff better, right? Those are one of the goals I have in life that I just haven't put the effort into learning, right? And it's the same way trading. You got to put the effort into it. How many years of experience do I have? 27.3. Is that what you wanted to hear, Vera? Yes, that's for sure. No, Vera, I've only been doing this for 2.5 years, but I can assure you I'm very successful at what I do. And I'm only successful because I've listened to the sound of Coach's voice here at American Dream Trading. That would be Chad Christian. You know what I mean? I've been doing this for 2.5 years, and I can assure you I've been highly successful at doing this. Wasn't easy, didn't happen overnight. I've been doing it for 2 years, plus 2.5. It's my 3rd year, right? Just by listening to the sound of Coach's voice and absorbing everything with an empty cup. Did I always listen? No. Do I still always listen? Do I always follow the rules? Absolutely not. And you can pretty much guess what the end results of that is. So, well, folks, I got to wrap this broadcast up early. I know it didn't start on time either, but have I found a trade that I kept past a week? Nope. Have you found a trade in the past week? Every day. I've done 225 trades today. 220 something. I rough counted earlier. I just counted the buys, right? There's opportunities. You just got to look. You can't keep jumping around either. That's what happens. A lot of people, they jump from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing, and they miss the thing that started on the second thing because they are already on the 8th thing, right? So,
Way too many things.
yes, too many things. You should learn and master between 1 to 5 things, right? Stocks or whatever, right? Don't be jumping around because then you do miss those opportunities. So, anyway, I got to wrap this up. I got a very personal appointment to attend to here, and if I don't get off here, I will be late, and the person will not be happy because they went out of their way to see us today. So, I will bid you adieu. Glad you could be here. We are here 3 times daily at AmericanDreamTrading.com, which is where you can find our information about all our paid memberships and our free Discord over at AmericanDreamTrading.com. Live 3 times a day. Coach is live from 9 to 11 Eastern Time. I'm live from 2 to 4. And after 5 o'clock, somebody's got their thing open there. What's going on? Thank you. Feedback. And Dawn is live at 5 p.m. with the Aftermarket Show over on our YouTube channel, American Dream Trading. So anyway, upon completion of this broadcast and each and every live broadcast, they are available for immediate review over on there. Dave, gonna boot you. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, they're available for immediate review upon completion of every broadcast. Glad you could be with us today. I will see you tomorrow. Make sure anybody you come in contact for the rest of the day that you'd be the shining, positive, uplifting personality in their life for the day, because you never know what's hiding behind that smile. I will see you tomorrow, same time, same bat channel.